Fight number 2, we are in a C-class fight. It's a catch-weight division, all thanks to Engage Industries. Fighting out of our blue corner, he's on debut tonight, weighed in last night at 63.3 kilos, training under Paul Birch. Fights out of Tribal MMA on the Sunshine Coast. Please welcome Ethan Wulf. His opponent also on debut, weighed in last night at 64.5 kilos, fighting under Paul Stoiler, fighting out of Southside MMA Arena, Chris Thorne.
My commands touch gloves now. Get ready to come out fighting.
Our referee in charge is Timmy Tarkennel. Once again, this is a C-class amateur bout with the shin pads. A catch weight of 64 kilograms, agreed by both fighters. Making their debut tonight, round number 1. This fight all thanks to our sponsors at Engage Industries, responsible for clothing our fighters for this evening here at Eternal 35. Making our fighters looking awesome as always as Ethan Wulf shoots for a takedown. Great recovery by Chris Thorne. Both fighters looking very, very relaxed and poised at this stage. Those of you watching at home, if you haven't had the opportunity to step into the cage, you can only imagine the nerves, the anxiety of stepping into the cage for the first time. Beautiful leg kick there landed by Chris Thorne. Don't be deceived by the shin pads. They still sting. Ethan landing a kick of his own there. Instruction from the corner of Chris Thorne, Paul Stoiler. Mix it up, 1-1-2. Level changes. Ethan Wulf seems to be on the defense at the moment. With a coach like Paul Stoiler in your corner, you cannot go wrong. Chris Thorne, Ethan Wulf. Beautiful leg kick there landed by Chris Wulf again. And Ethan Wulf returns with a leg kick of his own. Responded well by Chris Thorne. .30 seconds to go here in round number 1. Our second fight of 14 this evening. Ten seconds to go here in round number 1. End of round number 1, and a beautiful treat here in the commentary booth this evening. Like I said earlier, no one does it better than the man they call Dave Allett. Welcome.
A beautiful treat.
To the booth here tonight. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, look, I am just, I'm pretty stoked at that first fight. Those two young kids, 15 and 17, and young Kyle has got a record as long as any pro fighter. His record's now 7 fights, 7 wins as far as his MMA goes. But having won the World Karate Championships in the junior division, also the Junior World Muay Thai Championships, it's absolutely fantastic.
Well, you'd have to think with a record like that, he wouldn't be too far off becoming a professional. The only thing limiting him would be his age at this stage.
Oh, it's absolutely unreal. So we've got a fantastic card. I think it's 13 or 14 fights, most of them in the featherweight division, but wow, how unreal is this?
Well,
fantastic to see you here again tonight.
Beautiful. It's always a pleasure to be with you, Dave Ella. Talk to you soon. As mentioned, it is a featherweight feast here this evening. Round number 2, and as Dave Ella steps out of the booth, in steps one of our co-promoters and owners, Ben Vickers. Mate, good evening and welcome.
Thanks for having me. Or is it me having you? I'm not sure.
I tell you what, the pleasure is all mine and the viewers at home. How's this fight shaping up to be? I tell you what, plenty of people here in the crowd tonight.
Yeah, it's another great night at the Southport Sharks, our spiritual home of Eternal MMA. These young lads are getting after it.
Absolutely. Well, it's a pleasure to have you in the booth, and you've got a wealth of knowledge and experience to share with us, which our viewers are looking forward to hear, I'm sure.
You flatter me. Your flattery is welcome here.
Oh, I tell you what, as it is always.
Great takedown defence there from Arik, defending that single leg. And now they're back to banging.
Back to the action here in round number 2. This fight all thanks to our sponsors at Engage Industries. Chris Thorne landing another nice leg kick there.
All right, well, I got the names completely wrong. So, sack me.
Luckily, the night has just started.
As you can probably imagine, it's quite hectic at the beginning of the night, so I'll get my bearings and then we'll carry on.
And we are still warming up, so I tell you what, Chris Thorne teeing off on Ethan Wulf. That leg cannot take too much more, and down goes Ethan.
He doesn't want to know. That's
it.
over.
That's it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Thorne taking absolutely no prisoners here tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this fight gets stopped in the second round at a time of 1 minute and 30 seconds gone. Your winner by knockout, Chris Thorne.
Chris Thorne getting the job done here tonight. Ethan Wulf, head up, my brother. You will be back, I'm sure.